going home.
Richard Felix hadn't even made it into the kitchen on his solo vigil, so our resident skeptic Matthew Smith volunteered to investigate the room for himself. So far, so good. He'd got further than Richard.
There are some dark corners like over here. Which is not very nice to be in here at all. I don't like it. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's like now when you find you are talking, obviously to provide a commentary, but it helps just cover the eerie silence. I tell you what is eerie in here. Look, especially looking down from here. I mean, looking down there, you can see there's these things hanging from the ceiling. Like little nooses. Awful. They look pretty horrible.
Whilst Matthew moved on to investigate the principal corridor, Stuart had ventured into the attic.
I'm going to spend half an hour, maybe an hour up here on my own doing a vigil to see if there's anything out there. So I'm going to go into one of the bedrooms now, do a seance and see what goes down. Okay. Right, as you can see, I'm in the bedroom. The door's closed. The only available light source I've got is what's coming through that window. So I'll stand there now and do a seance. What was that? Shit, what the fuck was that then? Hello? Hello? Is there anyone out here? That sounded like a door closing or something. What's in this one? No, it's just a bathroom in there. What the hell was that then? Hello? Fucking hell. That's 2 bangs I've just heard now. Oh, fuck this.
I saw something down here, but I think it was an optical illusion from the banisters. As I walked past the banisters then, there's a strange optical thing just from my eyes. It made it look as though there was something there, which sort of made the kind of hairs on the back of my neck stand up. It's very dark down here now, and I'm pointing down the end because there has been people who've seen things down the very far end of this corridor, which is extremely dark now. And this is where I was before with Yvette and with Phil, and it's obviously being now on my own is a little bit more less comfortable than being with those 2 folks, because that was a bit, but it's not too bad because there is lighting outside, which makes it not quite so claustrophobic.
The noise I've just heard back there, I'm on my own, there's no one else up here at all, there's just been a bang on the door. I'm not going back. Now, I've literally just started this, coming round, doing the seance on my own. I was just about to start talking, doing a vigil, and I've heard 3 bangs now in the space of 1 minute. I don't know what's back there. I'm not going back. As far as I'm concerned, it can stay there.
That looks horrible in there. Oh dear, it is very dark in here. Almost pitch black. This is where I'm starting to get a bit anxious now because I can't see him.
It had been a long night, and investigating so much of this expansive building had left the crew exhausted. All the active rooms had been monitored throughout the night, and nothing unusual had been noted. We'd not experienced as much as we'd hoped we would, but there'd been some definite activity. Light anomalies had been seen by a number of the team, footsteps had been heard, and there'd been some suspected poltergeist activity. Could these experiences be given logical explanations, or were the spirits of Croxteth Hall at play?
Well, Croxteth Hall, a fantastic place. You don't really realise how big it is until you're actually inside it. 210 rooms, and inevitably we didn't get a chance to do all of those rooms. During the walk-arounds, things started to happen, and I was pretty hopeful for that carrying on all through the night, to be honest. When we come to do the vigils, however, things seem to die down an awful lot.
The ghosts that are here, I believe, are, for want of a better word, benign. They visit, they liked the place, and so they keep popping back. And although it was a very, very interesting place to go around, a real privilege, if you like, to see it and go around it, I don't personally believe that it's one of the most haunted buildings in England.
While I feel that some of the crew might be disappointed in what actually happened during the investigation, we have to remember that certain things did actually happen. Stuart in particular heard some strange noises in the attic, and at one point I'm led to believe that he actually ran out of the attic in fright. So this place can deliver ghostly paranormal activity. It's just a matter of choosing the right time as to how much of that activity you're going to witness.
A real high point for me was when we entered the billiard room and the vet suddenly bolted and really lost the plot when suddenly Phil had brushed past her. Please.
Yes, that's me. That's right, Jimmy. You're all right. Calm down. Calm down. I caught my pack on this door.
She really bolted, and we had to virtually calm her down, settle her down, and it took a little while because she really felt as if she'd been touched.
This is obviously my very first time I've been involved in one of the actual investigations. I was a little bit concerned that the prospect of maybe having to go and explore some of these rooms on my own, obviously in the dark. Having done it now, we've now pretty much completed the investigation, and I've not really experienced anything that I have a hard time in explaining. I think some of the tapping and creaking heard there could simply be from the creaking in the wood panelling. It's probably fair to say on one occasion, actually quite early in the evening, when I was probably still a little bit apprehensive, and it was all very, very quiet, and we were listening for noises, and all of a sudden there was an almighty bang, which we think may well have been caused by Carl himself, so nothing paranormal. But I must admit, I did get a little bit frightened by it. I think I did sort of grab onto both Phil and Yvette, because it frightened me. I don't mind admitting that. Again, I don't think anything particularly paranormal is to explain there. It just tells us a lot about the psychology of apprehension, of expectation, and maybe a little bit about the psychology of fear.
This was an incredible place to investigate, and it had set certain crew members' hearts racing.
I don't think any of us will forget our time here at Croxteth Hall. Until the next time, sleep tight.
On the broadband so fast.
It's frightening.
If you're a fan of the series, you can get most haunted products, including DVDs and videos, at livingtv.co.uk/shop.